Hello everyone, it's me, School Toyama, with a new video that is kind of a story time of how I became the producer of the music and sound effects of Pop Slinger. And this is not going to be a tutorial or not really a technical video. It's going to be more of how I got into the mindset of working in the game. And I'm going to be giving tips on how to increase your chances into working in projects like this, because I think I can give a little bit of insight, because it wasn't luck. Really, it's not luck. Like, nothing is really luck if you like put your work out there. So yeah, I will keep talking in moments I can, and I will talk about specific things and here and there. So if you want to stick and learn from someone that just did it, I will try to do my best to explain it. So yeah, let's begin. First of all, this is not the save I have right now. I am playing on Xbox, and I am more advanced there. And I'm really bad at the game, so it's really embarrassing for me to show it. But I can play enough to show the work of the music and the loops and all of that. But that's for later. I'm going to talk about the story time and more on the sound effects and how I got into working on the game. And we'll get into the story right now. So the story starts with me making music and making an album called Stereo, because I was like, I don't know what to do after this. I just really made this so I could put something out that is me and it's my music and it's my idea, but I wasn't really planning into, making it a whole project like I am right now. But at the end, that album got me into contact with Jumpkins, that is the director of the game, Pop Slinger. So yeah, he contacted me and said, oh yeah, I was making music with another person that is inspired by the album in Stereo, but I decided to contact you instead and tell you and ask you if you want to work in the game. And with the demos and the colors, and it was really an early version of the game, I got into it and I said yes, of course, because I made music for a video game. I don't want to really talk about that because it's not important. I just got into making one song that at the end, I don't know what happened to that game. So I'm not going to give any names, but it was really weird for me to say yes right away after that experience. But I guess the whole project and idea and vibes and like work visuals got me into the idea of this is exactly what I want to do next. It's a continuation of a Stereo with the same music ideas, but into a more interactive and visual work type of, experience. So I got into work and I say, yeah, let me start with this and that. And the story, to not make it that far, I just made the music like I made the Stereo. Like I usually make songs with the same projects and sounds in a way that I was comfortable with just making what I know what to do. And for that, I will show you a little bit of the music for the game. The songs and moments of the game that have music are based on loops. And how is that experienced and explained? In short, the game and the songs are based on bars that, in short, repeat and progress the more you are good at the game. In this example, every 4 enemies you kill, the music gets more cool and more like vibey and stuff. And it's not really a shooter game, actually. I would call it more of a puzzle game. I don't know how to say it in English that good, but But to not make it that far and that long, I just wanted to experience that story. To not make it complex the game progresses, the music, the more you make those progressions of loops. And as you see, sometimes you see, how do I make these loops? And how do I make these combinations and all of that? And I just can say that it's not about how to kill enemies fast. It's about how to prepare yourself on when the enemies come and you can, kill them in the correct order. So you can progress the loops and, the music gets more cool and you get more score, and the end, it's a game really based on, high scores.
Time to play.
Shoot.
I'll protect you.
Yeah, because I don't have my save with all the other weapons, I can do like really cool combos. I can use, shoot how the enemies come. So, don't think about it too much.
It's gone.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. I lost my combo the moment I got it. Oh man, that's so bad. But anyway, yeah, the game is really based on that. Holy moly, I got an S. I don't know how, but I got an S anyway. That's really weird. I thought that, hit will get me, but anyway. Talking more about the music, I didn't really work on all the music. There's a lot of songs that, if people don't know, were made by the director of the game, Jonkans, and his alias Funking. Yeah, it's wordplay, real clever. But you can see that the game has a really central vibe, not only in visuals, but in music and sounds. Because yeah, I made the sound effects too.
Name's Ria, by the way.
I'm going to jump the dialogue, because I want to focus on the music. And the dialogues, I really worked on them in effects.
What's going?
For example, the voice of Jean, the purple girl, the edgy purple girl. It has this like flanger double effect, and it was really simple. I don't think I will be able to get into the level of Akane that has a really cool voice effect, and the end game that has another cool effect. But maybe in the future I will talk about more of the details. Maybe I will make more videos, and
Right.
this is more of a simple explanation of superficial stuff. So this is the section where I talk about my tips and recommendations of how to work on projects. And it's not really a secret or like a special rule or, oh, you will get this. It's more of a encouragement to take a risk. And yeah, in short, you have to make more music. And I'm not talking about making album after song after song. No, it's not about quantity. It's about conceptualization and placement. What does that mean? In short, concept albums really work into getting a vibe outside of the usual use a song there. It helps to get it out there into, oh, this is a song about this, about that, about this concept, about this visual, and etc, etc. So if you make a song about a specific vibe, maybe someone that wants to find a musician that does that vibe will find you and think, oh yeah, that it's exactly the music I want. And there is a lot of games that have done that. I think another game that is musical, No Strict Roads, that I found one of the levels, the music producer of the levels, I forgot the name, I'm so sorry, but the DJ level of the Galaxy, I don't remember, that did that. And you can see that he made music about funk and concepts of that really vibey, summery, funky electro stuff. And I'm pretty sure that's how he got the gig of making music in that specific style for that kind of game. And that's exactly what happened to me. So I think there is a pattern of how you can get yourself seen. The more you make music about a specific concept of ideas you want to work with. It doesn't mean people will get you to make that work. Maybe they'll want you to make something else. But if you make something that is really specific into that vibe, will attract people that want that, and you can be, familiarized with making, in short, music that is, exactly what you do. It's not that complicated. So yeah, I don't think it's a secret. I think it's more so a way to find, your core of work. I'm sorry, I'm getting really concentrated on this. Oh, I got a heal and I didn't it. It's okay, whatever. This was one of the first songs I made, and it's actually really based on that guitar-y, like heavy metal guitar. Well, it's not metal guitar, it's more of like shredding guitar of new wave. But that's technicality. I will get into that later when I can explain song by song how I made some stuff. So yeah, I think
Too late.
my advice comes from a place of I didn't really knew what I was doing, and then I got into something that I am really proud of, and it came from a place of really big passion, even though it's a really small team of people making it, but it has like everything you will expect from an indie game, and it was made into the most special and big and explosive like core like concentration of ideas. Yeah, that's the word I'm talking and thinking too about. Sorry, I am getting distracted because I can do two things at once. Yeah, this is really good for me. So I'm going to fight a boss. So if I don't talk, I will just put the snippets of the game around.
Don't let the enemy freak you out.
It takes two to tango.
But I can talk about the music. Okay, the boss is almost going to die and I haven't been able to explain it. This is really funny, I'm so sorry. The bosses in the game have two parts of the same song. That will be the boss theme. The first part establishes the theme and melody and leitmotif of the whole boss idea. And the second part has the part that is just about, telling you you're winning. Yeah, you have been making a lot of damage, and I am making a lot of damage and talking and playing. It's not easy, but yeah, I actually don't know why I'm being so good right now. Oh shoot, die, there we go.
Did I make Mama proud yet?
Don't call me that.
Yeah, it's so funny that she calls she called her mama. It's so weird, dude. I got an A. I don't know how I got an S and then an A. I think I got hit like a lot. So yeah, that's maybe why. Yeah, she's old. Anyway, I'm going to move on. Yeah, that's another theme of the song that is not really on the albums. And yeah, the video game has a lot of that, so I recommend you play it so you can experience a lot of those small moments where I made sound effects and music and all of that.
What now?
Oh, I didn't really got time to explain that the game, it's really using a lot of elements from other artists. And I'm talking about the music, of course, and that is examples of like really known future funk and disco artists and house and all of that, like because it gets intertwined. So another thing I really recommend about making music is trying to find your sound. And what is your sound? It's really simple. It's just what you want to do without any type of other people getting into the way of, oh, you have to do it like this, like this, like this. No, your sound, it's you expressing your own ideas and line of vibes, like at that single line of, oh, that's me, I want to do this, I want to do that, that is really specific, and you put it there. That's your style. That it's not really that complicated, and I think that really helps into getting noticed more, because the more you make music that is expressive enough to be, oh, this is different for other people, from other artists, I want to I want to get you in my game, in my project, so you can make music like this and you can make music like that. And that really helps you to get into contracts that are more free, like artistically, and you can express yourself in really different ways. And I think part of that inspiration and expression comes into making music that you don't really usually do, and ideas from other people that you don't usually do, and grabbing that and using it into your own style and expression of what that means to you and what you understand from it. I think that's what really collaborative art is about. Sorry, that's such a weird word. That's not it. Sorry. What a collaboration of work. It's really about that expression of, oh, that's my idea, then your idea. Oh, that works, that doesn't work. Yeah, from this, from that. This comes from the point of view of me talking to the director, because this is not really talked about anywhere. I didn't really, mention it. But me and the director didn't really talk with voice. Like, everything we did as revision, feedback, and sending files and all of that was made through text in Messenger. It was just me trying to understand the more visual and direct recommendations and inspirations of the director of, oh, I want to do this, I'm inspired by this. And I didn't see, the clash of, oh, I don't understand this person. I saw more than anything this idea comes from this, and you understand it. Oh, I don't understand that. Can you explain it to me? And, etc., etc. And I think that really helped me into getting in the mindset of, you don't have to fight against people that think differently. I have a different, point of view of ideas. I think doing work from someone that wants you to do something specific but respects your view of, like, ideas of, oh, you do this, you did that, I want you to do this instead, and I want you to, do it in your way. And it really changes the perspective of someone that just does work as for the sake of work, and someone that understands how to take directions and translate those directions into an expressive form of, art. And I'm talking about music here, but I think that can be applied to everything and anything related to creative, creation.
Carlos and Carly.
Now we're cooking. I put my boss on there. I don't know if you can hear it, but the Carlos part, it's me. I appear in the game as voice in a lot of places. Maybe two, but I can't talk about that yet, because that's going to be a spoiler, and I don't want to spoil that. So I want to say that you should play the game, because I know it's complicated, but the good part is that the game doesn't forces you into be stuck. The game doesn't tell you, oh, you don't do this right, oh, you are not going to advance, oh, you don't do this right, you don't advance. Like, you need to get good. That's, that's a given. But more than anything, that comes into play of any game. Too much red. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Okay, there we go. So I think the game, in terms of music, it's really different of how other games use music. And I'm not just saying that because I made the music. I'm saying that in a way of, I thought of the game more than in a rhythm game. I thought of it more as a game that uses music to progress your sense of advancement. The game tells you, oh, you are doing good, the music gets good. Oh, you are doing bad, the music will stay there until you start to get good. It rewards you for being good. it doesn't get you stuck because it's the same loop. You just have to learn how to make it progress. That's exactly how the game puts you in terms of the gameplay. You have to learn how to progress because you are going to start getting stuck in that loop. And that's not necessarily bad because it's not going to force you to be there, but you can, in short, learn to be better. And I'm just chopping. I will talk about something more interesting later. Oh yeah, I'm really supposed to talk about this here, but this character that almost shot Ria, it's Cooper, and this is the protagonist of the game Pop Slinger 2, the second game of the Pop Slinger saga, if you might call it. And here, it's really a small role in terms of how much she appears, because of course this is a game for Ria and Jean. But I think if you play the first game, you have to play it. It sets up everything about the whole theme of, the way the world works and how everything and everyone evolves within it. And
Not wrong.
yeah, it's a really different vibe. I will talk about Pop Slinger more in the future, and that is because the game is not out yet. It's going to be out in October 9th. I don't know how to say that. Yeah, that's going to happen a lot. I get nervous and then I forget how to talk English. So yeah, sorry about that. So I want to talk about Pop Slinger 2 because it has more variations of other genres, and I will not reveal them, but it's really cool to see the difference between this game that it was more an evolution of what I knew what to do, and Pop Slinger 2 is an exploration of how far and how more high I can go in terms of craziness and variation of styles. And I'm really excited to show it in the future, but I can't talk about it yet. I am just japping about something I can't talk about, so sorry about that. I will talk about something else later. I will talk about something else.
Kid.
I have to say, this game really wakes up my likeness for magical girls, because in some way every character, feminine character, is a magical girl in some way. If you go to Spotify, you can find all the versions of the levels. You can, really see it as boss version after the level version, level then boss. But I talk about this because I will see if I can make a different version of exploration of the versions. Maybe in the future I can, you will say get permission to reveal some secrets, but I will see into that. I'm not saying that I can, I'm just saying that I can just do whatever I want. I want everything I do in this game about terms of music, I want it to be a collaborative, effort into get everyone that work on it in the spotlight. And everything I said about the magical girls really is based on, the art style and the character designs made by Dribo Jr. And it's really a combination of passions from a lot of people, and I'm playing really bad, but I got it on easy mode. Yeah, the easy mode is, I choose easy mode for this because I want to talk and I can show a lot of elements of the game. So if I look that I'm so good, I am not really, but I'm diverging of the main topic here. Every element of the game, from the coding and the art and the music, it's made from a lot of amazing people, and I think that comes from the voice acting too. So yeah, I am not really involved with the people like that talk in the game. I am really shy, but I will see if I can change that in the future, but that's not important. I will continue to talk about something else later. The last thing I want to share as a conclusion for the video is that you can set up your mind to do anything you want. I think the internet and a lot of places, books and whatever you name it, have a lot of resources you can use. And I usually see that main thing that people worry about when, we are talking about making anything, it's always fear of, oh, I don't know if I can do it, I don't know if I can advance, I don't feel like I'm doing anything, I am not, and everything is like, I can, but you should take those risks. Everything that you do that come from a place of learning, it's not a waste of time. Everything that you do will end up becoming something else in the future. It's an accumulative part of life that maybe don't a lot of people see. I don't know if it's the internet, if it's the social media pace of you have to create and do this and do that and do that, but take your time. Take your time to learn. Take your time to say, oh, I want to do this. I want to take it slowly. I want to learn it. Or, oh, I am doing it so fast, and etc, etc, etc. You can set up your mind into doing anything you want, because who else is going to do it? Everything you do as an artist, it will always come from a place of, I want to do something. I want to do something that no one else has done, because I want to feel that part in my soul that says, oh, I need this to be, to exist. So you do it, and then you feel like, oh, I want to do this for that, for this, for that, for that. And that's how you start learning, because you have to learn how to do stuff. No one comes into the world knowing everything. So learning is apart from that. Learning should not be an obstacle. Learning, it's a step, and every step you take to make something, it's always forward. Maybe not always in the way you think it will go, but it's a step regardless. Yeah. Oh my god, it's the first time I talk in like a really long video. I think I'm not going to be able to do podcasts like this, but this is a video, story time, whatever, to share a little bit of my mindset with everyone that needs to hear something. And even if you're just interested in all details of from that, I hope my details and Easter eggs and all of that will suffice your need to see this video. But this video is for people that want to know something, and I am one of those people. So if I can do something to help the people that are exactly how I was, I will do it like without any kind of problem. So yeah, like a superstar. I don't know how to end this video. I will make a video of more technical stuff about sexy times, but also about Pop Slinger in the future, maybe close to the release of the game. But for now, follow Funky Can Dev. Follow everyone that has been working on the game, everyone that shared it, be there, because I think the game needs that support from, not only my work, because I know people come here from my work, from other songs, but, I'm not going to make everything, the same always. I will change. And I think I can have that little bit of privilege to ask to support this, because even if you are really bad at the game, anything you share about the game really works. And I say that the game, it's really fun if you know what the game is trying to tell you. And I am not really someone that plays arcade games. I am more into a storytelling game type of game, and I guess this really opened my eyes into playing a lot of arcade games. But I have another problem, is that I get too addicted. That's why I have been playing a lot of Pop Slinger in Xbox and not doing, videos about it. Even if I should, like, I have the game on PC and I can record it, but no, I was playing on Xbox and I got too much into it. And even if it's my music, I don't get tired about it. But anyway, I am just japping. And thanks for all the support. Have a good day, a good night, and a good life. I hope you will see everything that comes from this and forward and beyond that. Thank you and goodbye. Again, like to try and what the hell.